There we go. Jim Adkins here. How's it going, everybody? Jim Adkins from Body Transformation Over 55, Jim Adkins Chemical Karate, and Adkins Result Coaching. How can any one guy wear that many hats? I got a big head. That's just a joke. Sometimes I do, though. Listen, I want to share some personal information with you. Well, like I always do, personal story that may help your growth. It may help you avoid a pitfall, but unlikely. Most people like to have their own failures and learn from those rather than listen to the failures of others and learn from those experiences. So I'm going to shoot from the hip anyway. Hit and miss for months. I'm looking at my goal board, and I'll take a picture of it for you and put it up here, of where I wanted to be today, last week. Workouts, very inconsistent. Life, pretty much inconsistent. One of the things that in my retrospect and my realization today is that it's very easy recently for me to help people and guide them with the proper steps and tools that they could take to better themselves, when in myself I can slip right back into a what do you call it, a self-sabotage mode. Not so much as drastic self-sabotage, but I allow a little backpedal and a little slide. And I'm going to use some analogies, maybe even from the Bible. I know, right? But down low, and I'm not putting ourselves above anybody, but this is just a good way to look at things as you grow, correct? Down lower where I was at a certain time, there are still quote unquote demons or people that they're just there. They're stuck there for whatever reason. Now, when I say down there, that's neither good nor bad. I'm not judging anybody that's there, okay? Other than the fact that I don't want to be there anymore. I want to go, right? And I've been here and I slake down and go back up. If you slip, or what I found is if I slip a little, they're still there. And they're there to pull you right back down or try to keep you down with the same mentality, the same words, the same unnecessary, irrational, and possibly what's the word I'm looking for? Unqualified judgment, but it's there. And if you let yourself get wrapped up in that, like I have, sometimes it can derail you. And I let it. Now, those are my excuses that can become reasons unless I recognize them and put them in their place, right? That's how it works. So today, for me, was a day of introspective, what the hell's going on type of questioning. And I was lucky enough that my best friend, Sarah, my wife, is here and we did it together. That helps. Why? Because if we're on the same path, we can move in the same direction that much faster. And life can sometimes, you got this job, you got this job, you got this business, you got that business, you got things going on, can really put you in a juggling mode where the important things kind of slip by. Working out for me, when I first started, if you remember back in my journey, I had just gotten through the cancer thing and I was unhealthy as crap. My daughter helped pick me up. My son-in-law, Trevor Cashy, helped pick me up and gave me some direction along with a couple of their coaches and the mentorship of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Those people I look up to for not total guidance, but motivation. And I picked myself right up out of that hole real good. I had something to shoot for. My why at the time was not only my health and my life for my family, but I had picked a bodybuilding competition. Never, ever did that in my whole life. Going to do the senior division, right? The beginner senior division. And it was a goal. It was set for June. And that was the year that COVID hit and wiped out everything. No competition, no. And as I got close to June, I realized, I made an excuse. Maybe I won't make it this June. Maybe it'll be next year. So I slacked off on my workouts. Continued a little bit here and there. 2 years later, I'm working out. I'm going through the motions every other day, every once in a while. I'm spending more time with my wife, which is a bad thing, but every once in a while. And I feel that as I physically slip, I mentally slip. In my career, professionally slip. I'm still really good at what I do, but not as great as I could be. My why for today, and I put that on this post back on my Facebook page, is, what's your goal for the day? What's your plan for the day? And what is your why? Why are you doing it? That's important. I want you guys to remember that whenever you have anything going on, you can go through the motions when you're not motivated and keep building that habit. That habit becomes something physical that you don't have to think about, that you can just get up and do because it's what you do. But if you don't have a compelling why, it's going to be easier to let it go, to slip, to not do it right. So today, this week, I'm asking all of my clients, all of my friends, all of my students to come up, like myself, it's because of what I'm doing myself, it's might as well have a group effort, come up with the why for your goal, your compelling goal. Now, you can use why a lot of different ways. And I'll talk about this again on my coaching page, but you can look at whatever you're doing at the moment, like I did when I slipped, and I'm talking to these people, bozos, people down here, and I have to stop and go, why? Why is this conversation happening? It's not bettering me. They're not listening. It's not bettering them. It's a waste of time. Move on. And when you do that, it's easy. But today is about the positive why. Why am I working out? Do I need another bodybuilding competition to drive me forward? Well, I'm going to do that on here. I am not the show you guys a bunch of pictures guy. I've done it before, but I'm not. But I'm going to do this to myself. And I'd like some people to do it with me. I got my before photos taken. I am going to, at the end of June, first part of July, post bodybuilding type photos of my results. Don't worry, I'm not going to do the Speedo. That's not going to happen. I'm 56 years old. I'm not too bad, but no Speedo, promise. I want you to do it too. Let's have a little bodybuilding competition. It doesn't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger bodybuilding. What I want to see is a before and an after. Now, if I had money, I would put it up there for you guys. But right now, all I got is what I do. If you want some free coaching or some free martial arts, or you want me to sing you a song, do it. If you win, we'll talk about it. All right. What is a win? A win is you complete your goal. We've got May 11th, June, we got 30, 40 days. Is that enough time? Do you want to do middle of July? Let me know. I'll look at an 8-week time frame and we'll go 8 weeks. What do you think? 8 weeks from today. That's a deal. You got a date. Let's see who chimes in and comes along with me. You got to be brave enough to post pictures, though. Your before pictures are going to hurt when you take them. 8 weeks from now, you're going to look back and go, check these out. Check this out. You with me? I hope so. On your mark. Get set. Grow.